The Taj Mahal at dawn, reflected in still water, slow push-in, dark, mysterious music building. You know it as a monument of love, the most beautiful building on earth. But the Taj Mahal hides secrets most people never notice. Its towers are deliberately tilted. Its marble changes color through the day. There are sealed chambers beneath it that the public can't enter. And there's a haunting legend of a second Taj, a black one, that was meant to rise across the river, but never did. This is the Taj Mahal like you've never heard it before. Slow aerial reveal of the full Taj Mahal complex, gardens, and river behind it. It stands on the banks of a river in northern India, in the city of Agra. Millions travel here every year just to see it. And from a distance, it looks almost too perfect to be real. Tourists gazing up at the white marble dome in awe. But the closer you look, the stranger and more brilliant it becomes. Because behind the beauty is a story of love, loss, genius engineering, and mysteries that still spark debate today. It all began with a broken heart. A reconstruction of a grand Mughal court, a powerful emperor beside his queen. In the 1600s, India was ruled by a Mughal emperor, one of the richest and most powerful men in the world, and the love of his life was his queen, who traveled everywhere with him, even into war. The queen's portrait, soft and regal, then a sudden shift to darkness. But tragedy struck. His beloved queen died young, leaving the emperor devastated. According to the stories, he was so consumed by grief that his hair is said to have turned gray almost overnight. The grieving emperor staring out over an empty riverbank. To honor her, he vowed to build a monument unlike anything the world had ever seen. A tomb so beautiful it would make her memory immortal. Thousands of workers, elephants, and carts hauling white marble. It would take more than 20 years, tens of thousands of workers, and a fortune in white marble and precious stones hauled across great distances. The result would become the most famous building on the planet.
The 4 minarets around the Taj, then an animation showing them leaning slightly outward, away from the main tomb. Animation of an earthquake, the towers falling away from the central dome. This wasn't a mistake. It's believed the builders did it on purpose, so that if an earthquake ever struck, the towers would fall away from the precious tomb, protecting it instead of crushing it. Brilliant engineering, hidden in plain sight. Time-lapse of the Taj, shifting from soft pink at dawn to brilliant white at noon to golden at dusk. The second secret is the marble itself. The Taj seems to change color throughout the day. A soft pink at sunrise, dazzling white under the noon sun, and a warm golden glow beneath the moon. Some say it reflects the changing moods of the one who built it. A visitor approaching the Great Gate, the Taj appearing to shrink as they walk toward it. And there's a third trick. As you walk toward the Taj through its great gateway, the building seems to grow smaller, and as you walk away, it appears to grow larger. The design plays with your eyes in ways that still amaze visitors today.
The 2 ornate tombs inside the main hall, beautifully decorated. Step inside the Taj, and you'll see 2 beautifully decorated tombs, the emperor and his queen, side by side. But here's the secret. Those aren't the real graves. A staircase leading down into a quiet, dim lower chamber. The ornate tombs you see are decorative. The actual graves lie in a plain, quiet chamber below, a hidden lower room, kept simple and closed off from the public. The real resting place of the emperor and his queen is something almost no one gets to see. Close-up of the symmetry of the building, then a single element that breaks it. And there's something else. The entire Taj Mahal is built around perfect symmetry, everything mirrored, balanced, flawless. Except for one thing, the emperor's own tomb. It sits slightly off-center, breaking the perfect balance of the entire monument. The one flaw in a perfect building. Why? Because it was never part of the original plan. He was meant to rest somewhere else entirely. And that brings us to the greatest legend of all.
An artist's vision of a black marble palace rising across the river from the White Taj. According to a famous legend, the emperor never intended to be buried inside the Taj Mahal at all. The riverbank opposite the Taj, an empty garden in the moonlight. The story goes that he planned to build a second monument, an exact mirror image of the Taj, but carved entirely from black marble on the opposite bank of the river. A dark twin for himself. The two would face each other across the water, connected by a bridge, one white, one black. Eternal love reflected in stone. Construction halting, the emperor being led away under guard. But the Black Taj was never built. Before it could begin, the emperor was overthrown by his own son and imprisoned. The dream died with his freedom. Historians examining the empty garden across the river, debating. So, was the Black Taj ever real? Historians still argue about it. Some say it was only a myth. Others believe the plan was genuine, cut short by betrayal. We may never know for sure, and that uncertainty is exactly what keeps the legend alive. A lonely figure at a window of a fort, gazing across the river at the distant white dome. After he was overthrown, the emperor spent the final years of his life as a prisoner, locked away in a fort just down the river from the Taj Mahal. The view from the prison window, the Taj, small and distant, shimmering. According to the stories, from his prison window, he could just see the Taj in the distance, the tomb of the wife he had loved and lost. He spent his last years staring at it until the very end. A dark, chilling legend visualized, workers' hands, then a question mark. There's even a darker legend, that the emperor ordered the hands of the craftsmen cut off so they could never build anything as beautiful again. But historians have found no real evidence for this. Like so much surrounding the Taj, it lives in the misty space between history and myth. When he died, his tomb placed beside his queen's, breaking the symmetry forever. When he finally died, he was buried beside his queen, inside the Taj itself, the reason his tomb breaks the building's perfect symmetry to this day. Sweeping golden hour shot of the Taj Mahal, reflection shimmering, warm reflective music. The Taj Mahal is far more than a pretty building. It's a monument to love and loss, a masterpiece of hidden engineering, and a vault of secrets and legends that still aren't fully solved. A tomb with a hidden chamber, towers that lean on purpose, marble that changes color, and a black twin that may or may not have ever been meant to exist. Subscribe button animation, channel logo. Which secret surprised you the most? Tell me in the comments. And if you want more of the hidden truth behind India's greatest wonders, subscribe to Mysteries of India. There's always more beneath the surface. I'll see you in the next one.